Mommy, is Daddy coming to my football match today? He promised. He said it last week. He's a Kamsi. I will be there. Those were his exact words, Mommy. Exact words.
Kamsi, slow down. You are going to knock over the juice.
But Mommy, is he coming or not? Because Coach Emmanuel said the scouts from the academy might be there and I am the captain now and...
Your daddy is very busy this week, sweetheart. You know how important his work is.
He is always busy. Chukwemeka's daddy came to his match and he works in Abuja. ABUJ, Mommy, that is a whole flight away.
I will be there, front row, and I will cheer loud enough for 2 people. Deal?
Deal. But Mommy, last time you cheered so loud, the referee actually looked at you.
The referee needed to pay attention to the match, not me.
You told him his call was wrong, Mommy.
Because it was wrong, Kamsi.
Daddy, my match is today at 4 o'clock. It is at the Royal Park pitch and I am starting captain and...
What match?
My football match. I told you last week. I reminded you on Wednesday. I put it in your phone calendar.
Kamsi, I have a board presentation in Victoria Island at 11. It runs until at least 3. I cannot cancel that.
But you promised, Daddy.
I will make it up to you. This weekend, anywhere you want. Go-kart track, film house, the water park, you name it.
I just wanted you to watch me play.
This weekend, I promise. I will be late tonight. The Abuja investors are in town. Do not wait up.
Of course they are.
Olivia.
Drive safely, Desmond.
Mommy, does Daddy love us?
Of course he does, baby. He loves us more than anything. He shows it differently. How does he show it? Eat your breakfast. The driver will be here in 20 minutes.
The Eco Atlantic project is already 40% ahead of schedule. No engineering contractor in this country has delivered that margin. Not one. When you invest in Williams & Associates, gentlemen, you are not buying a dream. You are buying a proven track record. The numbers are extraordinary, Desmond. Genuinely extraordinary. We heard you turn down the Port Harcourt refinery bid last quarter, a contract worth nearly 4 billion naira. Why? Because I do not chase contracts I cannot execute perfectly. My name is my brand. My reputation took 20 years to build. I will not compromise it for any amount on any table. His father would have been proud. Everything I have built, I built myself. Now, about the Phase 2 financing structure, I have prepared 3 models.
Sir, 3rd time, same number.
Forgive me, one moment. Hello? Yes, speaking. Good morning, Mr. Williams. This is Dr. Emeka Obi, Chief Medical Officer at Dura Hospital. I sincerely apologize for calling your personal line, but this matter is extremely sensitive and I strongly advise... What matter? Is someone ill? My wife? My son? No one is ill, sir. But the nature of this conversation requires that you and your wife come in to see us. Today, if that is at all possible. Doctor, I have a board meeting. Tell me what this is about. Mr. Williams, I would not call you like this for a small matter. This concerns your son, Kamsi. And I am asking you, sir, please come in. I will be there in 2 hours.
Sir, the investors.
Cancel the rest of the meeting. Send them the Phase 2 documents. Reschedule for Friday.
Is everything...
Get my wife on the phone.
I do not understand. They cannot just call a parent and say, come in, it concerns your son, without any other information. What does that even mean, Desmond? What kind of hospital does that?
I told you everything the doctor told me. We need to go there and hear it directly.
But why so vague? It is terrifying.
I know, let's just go.
Is Kamsi sick? Did his school call them? Did something happen medically that we were not told about? His checkup was 6 months ago and everything was...
He said no one is sick.
Then why? Why does a hospital call both parents on a Tuesday morning with urgency about a child who is sitting in school perfectly fine right now?
Olivia, get your bag, let us go.
You know something. You have known something since you walked through that door and you have not told me.
I do not know anything. That is the truth. I only know what I told you.
Then why do you look like that?
Like what?
Like you are already preparing yourself for something.
Let us just go.
Let change up. I will be right back.
Mr. and Mrs. Williams, thank you for coming so quickly. Before I begin, I would like to ask you both to hear everything I have to say before asking questions. This will be difficult and it will require your patience. Can you agree to that? 2 babies were born in our maternity ward within 40 minutes of each other that evening. Yours and another couple's child. Standard protocol requires that each baby be banded immediately after delivery with an identification wristband bearing the mother's name, date, and ward number. Our records indicate that on that particular night, those wristbands were placed incorrectly. We believe the babies were switched.
I'm sorry. What did you just say to me?
We believe the boy you brought home from this hospital 8 years ago may not be your biological son, Mrs. Williams. Say that again. Mr. Williams, I need you to say it again, clearly, without softening it. We believe your son was switched at birth with another child. You are sitting in this room, in this hospital, telling me that the boy I have raised, the boy I have clothed and fed and schooled and held for 8 years is not my son. We are not confirming it definitively yet. That is why we brought you in. A DNA test conducted today will give us absolute certainty. We have everything ready.
No. No, this is not possible. I was in that delivery room. I was conscious. I watched them cut the cord. They put him on my chest. I looked into his eyes within 60 seconds of him entering this world. I know my son.
Olivia.
Do not Olivia me right now, Desmond. This man is sitting here telling us our son is not our son, and you want me to calmly...
We need to do the test.
If we do that test, everything changes.
Olivia, everything may have already changed 8 years ago, and the only way we know for certain is the test.
He is my son, Desmond. Whatever that test says, he is my son.
I know. Prepare the test. Right away, sir.
Do you remember the night he was born?
Yes.
You were late. I am not attacking you, I am just remembering. When they put him in your arms, you cried. You, Desmond Williams, who I have never in 7 years of marriage seen shed a single tear, you stood there holding this tiny boy and your face just opened. And you said...
He looks exactly like my father.
You said it 3 times, like you needed to believe it. What if he never did? What if we were looking at someone else's child and seeing our own faces because we needed to?
That is what parents do. They see themselves in their children. It does not mean...
There was a project deadline. There is always a project deadline. I was in labor for 11 hours. My mother sat with me for 8 of those hours because you were not there. You walked in 40 minutes before he came.
Olivia.
What does it mean, different laboratory, waiting for a machine to tell me who my son is, and I need someone to explain to me what any of this means?
I do not know what it means yet. I do not think either of us can know yet. The results are conclusive. Kamsi is not your biological son, Mr. and Mrs. Williams.
Where is my son?
We have already made contact with the other family. They are being informed today. We have arranged for both families to meet here tomorrow morning. And the other child, our biological child, also a boy, 8 years old. Should Kamsi know? No. We advise keeping all the children uninformed until both families have had a chance to determine the path forward together. Tomorrow morning, we will be here.
I was there.
You should eat something. Rachel sent dinner.
I looked at him tonight.
What?
At dinner, he was telling me about his match, the goal he scored. He demonstrated the exact angle 3 times with his fork. And I was sitting there across from him looking at this child I have fed and bathed and read to sleep for 8 years, and I was thinking, who are you? Whose eyes are those? Whose hands are those? And then I hated myself immediately, completely, because he is my Kamsi. He loves chin-chin and refuses to eat beans under any circumstances. He sleeps with his left leg hanging off the bed. He calls me mummy in a voice that sounds like... How do I walk into his room tomorrow morning and look at him the same way? After what I felt tonight at that dinner table?
Because he is still the same boy he was yesterday morning. The test did not change who he is.
It changed what I know.
It changed information, not the boy.
Are you sure about that? Because yesterday you did not know and today you do. And I am asking you honestly, Desmond, does it feel the same when you think about him tonight?
No. It does not feel the same. It feels different in a way I do not have language for yet. But that does not mean I love him less. It means I am processing something that no human being has ever been given a map for.
And our real son, some boy somewhere in this city who has your blood, who has been living a life that was supposed to be his and does not know we exist. Are you angry?
Deeply.
At the hospital?
At everything. At the nurse who made the mistake. At the system that allowed it. At myself for...
For what?
For being 40 minutes late to the birth of my own child. Whichever child that was.
Desmond, what are we going to do?
I do not know yet, but whatever we decide it together, not me making choices and presenting them to you, together.
That might be the first time you have ever said that to me.
Kamsi. I am not going anywhere.
I was there. Finally, I was there. Breathing the
Thank you all for being here. Perhaps introductions would help us begin. Raymond Adelike, my wife Grace, we live in Yaba. Desmond Williams, my wife Olivia.
Your son, what is his name? Daniel, we call him Danny. And yours? Kamsi.
I want to suggest that we begin not with legal matters, but with the question of what is best for the children, what the path forward might look. Before we discuss path forward, I would like to make a proposal. I think it is important that it is on the table. Go ahead. I am a man of considerable financial means. That is not a boast. It is relevant context. Both boys have been raised in homes they know. Tearing them from those environments entirely would be traumatic and unnecessary. What I am proposing is that both boys live with my family, in my home. They would have every advantage, the finest education, healthcare, opportunities. And your family would be fully provided for, financially secure, wanting for nothing.
You want to buy my son.
That is not what I mean. You sat across from me in this room, in your fine suit, with your Banana Island house and your Victoria Island office, and you just offered me money in exchange for my child. I offered to provide for your families. Daniel is not a project you can fund, Mr. Williams. He is not a contract you can acquire. He is not an asset you can purchase because you have more zeros in your account than I do. He is my son.
Raymond!
I do not care about your money. I do not care about your address or your suits or your car. My son scored straight A's last term. He brought his report card to me, to my face, because he wanted to see my reaction. My face, Mr. Williams. Not yours. Not anyone else's. Mine.
Raymond, he meant well. He was trying to... Mrs. Williams, with respect, please do not explain your husband's words to us.
I understand why you thought that was a solution. I do. You are a man who solves things with resources. That is your language. But this is not that kind of problem, and there is no amount of money that makes it one. You are right. I approached this badly. The manner in which I said it, I am sorry. I am not going to apologize for wanting to protect both boys. But the way I expressed it was wrong. And I am sorry. We will not be separating from Daniel, Mr. Williams. Whatever comes next, that is already decided. And we will not be separating from Kamsi.
Then what do we do?
We begin with accountability. We have identified the staff member responsible for the error that night. She is in this building. She has asked to speak to both families personally.
Good morning. My name is Amara Cole. In October 2015, I was a staff nurse on the night shift in the maternity ward here. 2 deliveries had come in within 40 minutes of each other. 2 healthy baby boys. I was alone for approximately 6 minutes. My supervisor had stepped out. The ward was understaffed. And I was not in a good place. Personally, I had gotten married 4 months before. My husband came with 3 children from his first marriage, all under 10. I was trying to be their mother, working night shifts, barely sleeping. That night I had been awake for over 22 hours when I came on duty. What exactly are you saying? I am saying I was exhausted. I am saying that exhaustion is not an excuse, it is a context. The context in which I picked up 2 wristbands in a dim ward and placed them on the wrong wrists. I realized my mistake within 10 minutes. Both mothers had already been brought their babies. The babies were already being held, already nursing. I panicked. I was 28 years old and I was terrified, and I made the worst decision I have ever made in my life.
You said nothing.
I said nothing. For 8 years. For 8 years, I told myself they were both healthy, both loved. I told myself the damage was done and the truth would only cause more harm than good. I told myself so many things, Mrs. Adeleke, for so many years.
My son was born in this hospital. I held him 20 minutes after he came into the world. I have raised him. I have read to him. I have stayed up through his fevers. I have sat at school gates and parent-teacher meetings and hospital waiting rooms for this child. And you stood 10 meters away from my baby boy and you chose to say nothing. For 8 years.
I know what
8 years is not a mistake, Nurse Cole. 8 years is a decision. Every morning for 8 years, you woke up and decided again and again and again to stay silent. What made you come forward now? The hospital's audit would not have identified you unless you came to them first.
My eldest stepson turned 18 last year. He graduated secondary school. I looked at him on his graduation day and I thought, his parents made choices that shaped his entire existence. Every choice a parent makes writes itself into the child's life. I looked at my own choice, what I had written into your children's lives without their knowledge or consent. And I understood, for the first time with absolute clarity, that no peace I ever found in my own life was worth the cost of your family's silence. Do you have children, biological children?
No. Then you cannot fully understand what you took from us, what those 8 years cost. No, I cannot fully understand it. Then I will not try to explain it to you.
I want to use this medium and notify you all that the hospital has agreed to compensate the both families with the sum of 30 million naira to each family and free medical checkup for 1 year.
So this hospital think money can heal what we're going through. This is absolutely madness. I'm done here. See you people in court. My lord, what this court is being asked to examine is not merely a clerical error. It is not a paperwork anomaly. It is the systematic failure of a private medical institution to protect the most vulnerable and sacred moment in any family's existence. The first breath of a child. The first identity that child will ever have in this world. Dura Hospital Limited will tell this court that understaffing was a factor, that fatigue was a factor, that human error is inevitable. And my lord, they are correct on all 3 counts. But here is what they will not tell you. They had received documented requests for additional maternity ward staffing in the 6 months preceding October 2015. Documented, filed, ignored, and on the night of October 14th, one nurse was left alone in a maternity ward with 2 newborn boys and inadequate supervision. Not because fate is cruel, but because this hospital chose profit over protocol. 2 families, 8 years, 2 boys who grew up not knowing who they were born to. My lord, no verdict can give back those 8 years. But this court can ensure that what happened in that ward on that night is acknowledged publicly, punished adequately, and never, never allowed to happen again.
She held up well in there. The nurse. She did. I wanted to hate her more than I do. Same. It is strange. She finally understood what she did to us because of her stepchildren. She learned empathy for our situation through the very thing that distracted her that night. The irony of that is almost unbearable. How is Kamsi? He is well. He does not know the full picture. We told him there is a legal matter being handled. He is 8. He accepted it. How is Daniel? He knows more than we told him. He heard Grace crying one night. He came and sat beside her without being asked and said, "Whatever it is, Mummy, I am not going anywhere." 8 years old, and he said that. 8 years old. Raymond, I want to ask you something and I need an honest answer. When you look at Daniel, now that you know, do you see me? Do you see my face in him? And does it change anything? The first time I truly looked at you in that hospital conference room, yes, I saw it. His jaw, his forehead, the way he holds himself when he is thinking about something. I went home and for 2 days I could not look at him without seeing you. And then on the 3rd day he brought me tea. He had made it himself badly, too much sugar. But he noticed I seemed tired and he brought it without being asked. And I thought, this specific child, this exact particular person, I do not care whose face he is wearing, he is mine. Your turn, same question. When you look at Kamsi now, is it different? When he does something that makes me laugh, genuinely laugh, which does not come easily to me, it is not different. When he falls asleep in the car and I carry him inside, it is not different. When he shows me a drawing he made at school and wants to know what I think, none of that is different. But in the quiet moments, when I am alone and I think about blood and biology, yes, something sits differently, something I have not named yet. That is the most honest thing you have said since I met you. I am learning to try.
Having reviewed all evidence presented before this court, the testimony of the defendant's own staff members, the DNA analysis confirming the erroneous identification and exchange of 2 infant boys, and the institutional records confirming both understaffing and protocol failures on the night of October 14, 2015, this court finds in favor of the plaintiffs in the matter of Williams and Adeleke versus Dura Hospital Limited. Dura Hospital is ordered to pay damages totaling 800 million naira. 400 million to each plaintiff family, in recognition of the profound, irreversible, and deeply personal harm caused by this institution's failure. The hospital is further ordered to publish a full public apology in 3 national newspapers, submit to independent audit of all maternity ward protocols, and establish a patient safety endowment fund as specified in Schedule A of this judgment. Given the circumstances presented, an honest, tragic human error, absent of malicious intent or willful negligence, this court finds insufficient grounds for criminal charges against Nurse Amara Cole personally. However, the hospital board is held fully civilly liable for damages, and reforms to ward protocol are mandated effective immediately. I want to address both families directly before I close. No verdict that this court can deliver will return to you the 8 years you have lost. No monetary figure represents the value of knowing for the first moment who your child is. I acknowledge that fully and without reservation. What this court can do and has done is hold accountable those whose negligence created this tragedy. What this court cannot do is tell you what to do next, how to rebuild, how to explain to your sons what happened and why, how to be a family in whatever shape that now takes for you. The boys at the center of this case are innocent of everything. Every decision both families make from this point forward must have the children's well-being as its only compass. Not pride, not money, not biology. The children. Court is adjourned.
Mr. Williams, will you and the Raymond family be exchanging the children now? Do you have a timeline?
It took the worst news living.
We have not talked about it directly. Not really. We have talked around it, through it, but not about the actual question.
I know.
The court is finished. The hospital has answered for it. And now we are sitting here with what no judge could decide for us.
Yes.
What do you want, Desmond? Not the practical solution, not the financially efficient arrangement. What do you, the man, not the engineer, what do you want?
I want it to be October 13th, 2015, the night before, and I want that nurse to get it right.
That is not available to us.
I know. Olivia, when I think about bringing Daniel into this home, my actual biological son, a boy I've never held or spoken to or known, there's something in me that pulls toward it, something I cannot explain rationally, something old and instinctive.
Blood.
Maybe, yes.
And Kamsi.
When I imagine Kamsi leaving this house, going to live somewhere else, calling someone else's house home, I feel something I have not felt since the day my father died.
Which is what?
Like I might not survive it.
Then maybe that is your answer.
It is not that simple. Because what about Daniel? He is out there. He is 8 years old. He has my bloodline. My family's history is written in him somewhere. Does that count for nothing?
He is loved, Desmond. Raymond and Grace love that boy with everything they have. He is not suffering. He is not lacking. He is loved.
Is love enough when...
Desmond, look at me. You have spent 40 years measuring love in what you can provide. In structures, in accounts, in square footage. You thought being a good father meant working hard enough that the house was big enough, and the school was prestigious enough, and the car was impressive enough. But I have watched Kamsi look for you at his match and not find you. I have watched him eat breakfast alone because you left before he came downstairs. I have watched that boy receive every material thing you could give and love you completely anyway, not because of what you provided, but in spite of the fact that you weren't there. That is not blood, Dempson, that is bond. And it is more real than anything in this house.
What do you want, Olivia?
I want my son, the one asleep right now with his leg hanging off the bed.
And Daniel?
I want to know him. I think we should know him. I think both boys should know the truth when they are ready for it and know each other. But I cannot take Kamsi from this home.
I understand. I have not been present. Not the way I should have been. Not even close.
No.
I am going to change that.
I have heard that before.
I know, but I've never said it after a week like this one. With 8 years of regret sitting in my chest like cement.
Then prove it. Not to me, to him.
Babe, honestly, in as much as we love Kamsi so much and would do anything to keep him, but we also have to do the right thing now they are still not matured enough. It's painful, no doubt, but with time we all will appreciate this decision. Kamsi deserves to know the truth and I will go and talk to him. But I want your support in this. I believe if we do this now before 2 years, we all will adjust. I don't think it will make sense when they grow older before we take decisions.
I think you have a valid point here. But my Kamsi, I can't afford to lose him.
I understand, but he's not going forever. I have to speak with Raymond so that both kids will bond. They can visit both parents anytime they want. With time, everyone will adjust.
All right, babe. Let's see how it goes.
Daddy, what time is it?
Late. Go back to sleep.
Why are you in my room? Is something wrong?
Nothing is wrong. I just wanted to see you.
At midnight.
Is that a problem?
No. It is just you have never done that before.
I know. Kamsi, I need to tell you something and I need you to actually hear it.
Okay.
I have not been the father I should have been to you. I have been very good at working and very bad at being present. I have provided everything I could think of to provide and I told myself that was enough, but it was not enough.
And I know it was not enough because you should not have to ask me to come to your football match. You should not have to remind me. I should already be there. I am sorry for every match I missed, every breakfast I rushed through, every night I was not here.
Are you okay, Daddy?
I am getting there.
I scored 2 goals yesterday. Did Mummy tell you?
She told me.
The second one was from the left side of the box. Coach Emmanuel said it was technically perfect. And Mummy screamed so loud the referee turned around.
That is your mother. That is exactly your mother.
Next match you have to come, and you can scream too, but not as loud as her. There has to be some dignity.
I will be there.
Real promise, not a busy schedule promise, a real one.
A real one, front row.
Daddy,
Yes?
I am glad you came to my room tonight.
Me too.
Breathe in the same air.
I told Daniel last week the full truth, in language an 8-year-old could receive.
How did he respond?
He went completely silent for a very long time. Daniel is not a boy who cries in front of people. He thinks before he feels, if that makes sense. He sat at our kitchen table for almost 20 minutes without saying a word. Then he looked at me and said, "Papa, does this mean I have to leave?" I couldn't say anything. And he said, "I trust your judgment, Daddy." And then he went to his room and read his book.
He also asked about Kamsi. He asked if he could meet the boy who lived his life.
He said that? Those words?
He said, if there is a boy who lived the life that was supposed to be mine, I want to know what he did with it.
That sounds exactly like... You can say it, Desmond. It sounds like something I would have said at his age.
We have not told Kamsi the full truth yet. We have been trying to find the right words. There may not be perfect words. I am beginning to understand that.
We did not use perfect words. We used honest ones. Children can carry more truth than we give them credit for. What they cannot carry is discovering later that they were protected from something they deserve to know. Raymond, I want to propose something. And this time I am saying it without agenda, without finance as the answer. Just what I actually think is right. Say it. Our sons should know each other. Not as a legal arrangement, not as a scheduled visitation on a court document, as brothers, in whatever way that is possible. Both boys knowing both families, both boys knowing the truth now, no one losing what they have, and both boys gaining something they did not have before. So that's why I said we should start now, to let them know where they belong without waiting till they are old enough. By then it will be very difficult. So let's do it now. I know it will be painful at the beginning, but with time, everyone will be happy with this decision we take now. Both boys can visit the families when they want to, till everyone is okay. Once we get home, we are going to brief Kamsi about this and prepare him for our meeting tomorrow, same as Daniel. We are family now.
Olivia, what do you think? I think it is the most genuinely unselfish thing I have heard Desmond say in all the years I have known him. And I think it is exactly right.
Then we are agreed. We are agreed. To our agreement, to our families.
Am I in trouble, Daddy?
No, never. You could never ever be in trouble, Kamsi, not with me.
Then why am I going to live with another family? Mommy said they are my real family now.
There was a mistake made a long time ago, before you could even remember. A mistake that mixed you up with another little boy named Daniel. It means that Mr. Samuel and Grace are your family by blood, but Kamsi, listen to me very carefully.
Yes, Daddy.
Blood is not the only thing that makes a family. You have been my son for 8 years, and nothing about that changes just because of where you go to sleep at night. I will always be your father. Do you understand me?
Yes. Promise.
I promise you, son. On everything I have ever built, I promise.
Hi, I am Kamsi. I know who you are. I am Daniel. I know who you are too. Do you like football? I prefer chess. Chess, like the board game with the horses and the castles. The pieces are called knights and rooks. And yes, the board game. But why? Why would you prefer chess when football exists? Because chess requires strategy, patience, and genuine intelligence. Football requires running. Football requires skill and fitness and strategy. Have you ever seen a free kick? Have you ever seen a... I know how to play football. You do? I simply find chess more interesting. You are very strange. You are very loud. Are you making fun of me? We have known each other for 30 seconds, 45 seconds, and yes, slightly. Okay, you are funny. You look extremely serious, but you're actually funny. I did not expect that. You look cheerful. I suspect you're also extremely annoying. My mommy says that all the time, those exact words. Okay, let us make a deal. You play football with me right now, and after, you teach me one chess move. Just one. Deal? One move only. One move. Deal? Deal. Come on! I will show you what a technically perfect shot from the left box looks like. I said I prefer chess.
You will always be my baby. Always. Do you understand me? No matter whose house you sleep, anytime, you came from me, and that never changes. Okay?
Yes, ma.
My baby, I will always love you, okay? I will always be there for you. Me and Daddy will still come and watch your match, okay?
Okay, mommy, I love you too.
I know this is scary. I promise you, we will go slowly. There is no rush to love a stranger, Daniel. We will simply learn each other, one day at a time, okay?
Okay, ma.
Take care of him the way we try to take care of Daniel. That is all I ask. I intend to, Raymond. And thank you for raising my son with the kind of love money could never have bought him. Family isn't what the papers say, Desmond. It never was. It's what you show up for, day after day, even when it's inconvenient, even when it costs you something. Then I guess we have two families now, Raymond. Bound by something stronger than blood, and honestly, stronger than money too. I have a lot to learn from you and Grace about that. I feel the same way, Desmond.
But the boy did not want marvel.
Yes, that's my boy. Go on, son. Look at him go. Unbelievable. This is everything. Pure.
I spent 7 years building an empire, thinking that was what fatherhood meant. It took losing my son, truly losing him, even if only for a season, to learn that fatherhood was never about what I built. It was about who I showed up for. And I intend to keep showing up, for as long as I have breath to do it. My son smiled at me this morning, not because I paid for something, not because I fixed something. He smiled because I was there. I was there.
I was there. Finally, I was there.